defense is expensive. There's no middle ground, much like the Dreadnought armor.
That's true. If I'm AP Bren here, invest a little bit more. Go Edith Rome.
All the way.
But your damage dealer in the EXP lane needs to be physical. So something like a Paquito, maybe even a Benedetta for flat.
Borg. The Borg is still out there.
True damage, you'll need that too.
The Borg is still out there.
Okay, well, we'll find out. A lot of Radiant armors are going to probably have to be picked up here for this match either way.
Sure.
Whatever is deciding here. Last two picks, though. AP Bren.
For the Shield of Athena.
What if we see a swerve? A part of me is, a bit too risky if they go for the swerve.
Who's swerving?
XP lane Baksha? Nah.
Not happening. There you go, the roamer, the chip in the hands of Ogwyn Inigo. And of course, Flap's going to be playing the Flaquito.
Yep, Flaquito. Picked up here. You guys called it, though. They definitely need that. They need that physical burst available to them.
It's good. I like it.
Yeah, there's going to be a ton of magic damage being thrown, especially the Haritttt being picked up. Now Echo, what is their last option here?
They still need roamer, unless that's the Arlo.
Yeah, there's a lot of room to...
There's
a flex.
Yeah, there's a
there
flex.
Could be a
There's a Flizzex here.
So they're going to be thinking Benedetta for Sanford, maybe? And then just put the Arlot in the roam?
I'm still a proponent of the X-Borg.
X-Borg?
I still like it.
Okay.
You can ruin the Haritttt, you can ruin the Vixana, you can ruin the box.
That's true.
When the body suffers,
That is a Benedetta.
Rather the Ben.
Bene locked in here for Sanford. Again, we talked about it, man. You can compare any of these lanes across the board, and you're going to see a lot of highlights from both sides. And once again, you guys can let us know in the comment section watching on YouTube. This is the star match of the day, the last day of the regular season. Is it hashtag AP Bren or is it hashtag Echo? Give us your user IDs alongside your server IDs as well for a chance to win 1,000 diamonds. And look at what the audience is already saying. 67% for AP Bren currently.
I'm going to go against the grain here.
Go it.
One more look at the lineups, and it will state that AP Bren is the better lineup. Guessing just the raw numbers from the Haritttt, raw numbers from the Vex. But since it is a roam chip, and the numbers will support me here, it doesn't have a very good win rate.
It doesn't,
I'm not so sure if Ogwyn's game IQ and macro senses and shot calling prowess are going to be enough to help that out, because Echo's lineup is just built to fight.
That's true. I mean, we saw how well a Nathan really just scales. And we saw it earlier in the season. Ogwyn already has one game with the chip, and they lost with it.
Well, we're going to find out if it's going to work for them or not. The drums are beating. It's the star-studded match of the day. AP Bren and Echo, the battle for seed number 1, position 1, heading into the playoffs.
Again, a reminder that Echo needs to sweep. So there's no space for playing around. Every single draft they do, every single pick, every single decision on the Land of Dawn will matter, and that starts as well with the emblems. Checking them out so far, JP just built the tank up. That's a magic emblem, mage emblem on Benny Cutie. And so far, AP Bren, nothing out of the ordinary there. I think everything is up to snuff.
Yeah. So far, I like how Ogwyn's playing with this chip early on. Not afraid to go forward. I mean, that is the strength of this hero. The poke damage is quite annoying to deal with. So he is making the right calls so far.
Taking a visit up top.
Okay, Caltesi stops Carl. He has a level advantage. Tortoise's Puissance not going to be available for him, so he has to back off. But Ogwyn poking down and chipping away at the health of Carl TZ. Slight advantage here for AP Bren, but Echo still are in a relatively okay position to contest the next turtle in the next, 27 seconds. A lot of time to recover.
Yep, macro decision from JP to actually help out Benny and then recall so he can heal up and then maybe jockey for position in the turtle pit. That's about 15 seconds from now.
Yeah, waiting for that first objective right now. Kyle Teasy already in position, though. Going to wait for the rest of them to make their way. Also, these level 4s will matter.
My goodness. You see the damage coming out of that Haritttt. He might get punished, though. JP Vengeance, they're not going to be able to land any more crowd controls and skills onto that Haritttt. They both back off. So it's going to be a 4v4 onto the first turtle of the game. Sorry, 3v3.
Yeah, positioning going.
Carl TZ takes a lot of damage. He gets stunned up. Retribution battle won there by Kyle. Carl taking damage. He will not be able to get away. Rotation by Flap. A kill in the bottom lane. It's falling apart for Echo as Benny Cutie falls as well. JP able to flicker out.
Wow. And to think the full-on kits from both lineups have hit its peak. Again, level 4 across the board. Save for Marcooo. Rather, Benny. Benny's been struggling because of Super Marcooo and Ogwin's persistence. Amazing. AP Bren winning across the board.
Yeah, that's a lot of gold going in the favor, too, there for Super Marcooo, continuously able to utilize this Haritttt pick. And so with that, AP Bren find themselves a little bit ahead with those kills, especially going to the hands of Few and Super Marcooo. That's going to help their timing in terms of power spike. The fight for the purple, though, going to break out.
Final slash onto Kyle TZ, and that's going to be stolen by Kyle. Unfortunate here for Echo. They're not getting the Barrett start. Excuse me. Sanji was able to secure the purple buff for Echo.
That went from worse to bad. You still want to put it on your jungler, but here we are now. Echo is struggling to make the most of their early game. I want to note how Ogwin just doesn't care. Oh, wait, he's like a badger?
Well, Leon and Badger somewhat similar.
Somewhat
Very close.
similar.
Oh, no, I'm talking about Ogwin. Is he a fox?
Yeah, he's like a fox.
He's a fox. He's a honey badger fox. He just don't care. Again, it's that passive. He's been sitting here, takes a bit of damage. If anything, it's his mana that's suffering. That's why he's going home.
I was going to say, then he just eats the chips, you know, goes back, gets the mana. But so far, he's been a nuisance in moving around the map against Echo here.
Yeah, in the bottom lane for AP Bren. The two little furries holding on really well. And yes, we're talking about, because like, Haritttt is like a half cat type person.
He's a Leonin.
Yeah, and you see the chip. I see what everyone talks about in the chat
Chip.
and the subreddit of Mobile Legends Bang Bang game.
Chip is an enhanced animal. Like, he was an animal. He's like Rocket.
Yeah, as Kobe Bryant says, different animal, same beast.
Yep. That's about what we can compare between the two for now. But the turtle, another beast, is going to be up.
I love football.
Will it be that hurt my soul. Will it be the same outcome here between AP Bren and Echo for the second turtle of the game? Kyle TZ can't get close. Buffless is this Barrett. Kyle TZ has both of his. Benny QT coming in for the assist. JP, a good time. Final slash might be the turnaround. Vengeance already. Dauntless as well. Here comes the entry with a shortcut. Flap TZ shows up. Here comes Sanford as well. Uses the eye for an eye already. Full on 5v5 for this turtle. But no one biting it just yet. Kyle TZ with the entry, and it looks like they're going to be able to find Carl, who was slightly out of position. Salmon Force committed, but not enough is going to be the response of Echo. The early game going terribly for the Orcas.
AP Bren just bursted down Carl TZ. Didn't even let him get the other half of the Dennis Welcome. And now they're going to force him to pay. Just the same again. Round 2.
JP with the final slash, setting things up for Sanford, but again, not enough damage. Early game going terribly for Echo, but that Star Shatter might be a warning shot from Sanji.
Hey, Sanji at least able to get it again, but still you're breaking down those objective dances, those fights, and you can really see where AP Bren, they're controlling that space and utilizing the composition they have here. We take a look real quick, how are the items falling into place?
All right, so far, clearly, I'm impressed that Benny QT is keeping it this close. His team is not doing well, and he has suffered one death. Compare that to Marcooo, who is an early game menace. He's just, 200 gold behind? Which is a good situation to be in.
Yeah.
All across the board, though, a good chunk of the 1,500 gold deals AP Bren are experiencing and enjoying is on their other course. The other mid laner. Oh, no, that's it.
Good read by Kyle
40.
Knowing where Sanford's going to end up with the Electo final blow. Shield Unity stunning him down. Benedetta out of the game. Echo, you clearly see their adjustment of their rotation. They now want to focus on one thing and one thing only, farming up Benny QT.
Yeah, I think that's really where the cards are going to be for them, because right now they can't find really much. And I think, too, with Sanji on this Novaria, yeah, you have great vision this early on, but you just don't have enough damage. They're going to lose that turret up top over already, so now AP Bren will continue to make moves around the map before the next objective comes up in 10 seconds.
All right, you know what? Here's what I'll tell you. Even if Echo are maybe, halfway through that mission accomplished of putting farm on Benny QT, he hasn't died as much as compared to the first couple of minutes of the game or suffered. It's very difficult to think that, what if, sure, we make it to the mid-game power spike for Echo. Force out a flicker there on a Sanji. What are they doing that? Because while they're doing that, AP Bren is just building up on their lead. AP Bren are on their way to another perfect game. 7 minutes in.
JP with the final slash entry. Astral Echo already committed there, but Echo cannot get close enough. A surprise shortcut. The entry by Super Marcooo. The ultimate coming in from the chip, and JP is low. He doesn't hold on, and he backs off. CarlTzy and Sanji will have to get on out of there. 3 turtles for AP Bren, but CarlTzy goes forward with the death in his welcome. That might be costing for him. CarlTzy takes a lot of damage, but CarlTzy low as well, but he's going to be able to get away. Here comes Owen with the overtime. Does not get enough damage onto Carl. Carl survives.
Oh, man.
Benny. Getting spotted out there by Ogwen, just poking each other out. AP Bren still in full control. There was a comment I saw on our official YouTube stream on MLBB Esports yesterday. AP Bren looked too dominant. Who can stop APB? And this is very different from the last time we saw these two teams face off.
That's right. That was a very close matchup. And just yesterday, it seemed like Echo have found a dominant position. That's when Benny Cutie got that savage. But later on, shades of that matchup, here they're beating up on CarlTzy. This is what we saw just yesterday.
Oh, speaking of, another milestone for the young Go-Goat. Hold on, though.
Second player to reach 2,500 assists. Can he get even more here as JP will fall? That's 2,501 for Few already. Benny Cutie could be up next, but he's going to be able to entropy away. CarlTzy and Sanford trying to get this purple buff. Can Carl get another? He's been starved mostly throughout this game. Yes, he does, but the damage for Super Marcooo is already here. Look at this Haritttt.
Man, that's, again, the first pick potential here. You see what Super Marcooo is able to do, even just jumping up in front into that Zaman force. So for Echo, they're used to being on the Express, but right now they're on AP Bren's Express route to getting this game number 1.
That's right, Echo looking to start up the Echo Express, the coaster, but they can't even get on board. Talking about that just now, already, even if Benny Cutie has been trying to get some farm on, Super Marcooo just barreling on forward. We've look at it at what now, 500, 600 ahead, and Marcooo is a beast. Again, just because they have a good early game, mid-game power spike doesn't mean this Haritttt will not do anything more later on. He's still just as lethal. And now, looking at the Lord spawning, I don't know what Echo's thinking. This is the same situation that we saw earlier with Omega. Why are you still fighting? Why are you still staying where the opponents are? It's a difficult macro game to play, honestly.
Not sure if they have much of a choice.
Yeah. CarlTzy, every time he gets spotted out with the members of AP Bren, just takes a brunt of damage.
Light him up.
JP has the info. Sanji provides us as well with the Astral Echo. But Echo cannot get close at all. AP Bren, no problem with the first Lord of the game. My God, the dominance AP Bren showed against Onyx yesterday, they are still continuing it today against Echo.
Yep, they do in the same exact thing that led them here. It's that macro level of play. And this time you're really seeing how that chip can actually work really well in a lineup like this. And it just seems like Echo struggling to really find any way to move around, way to initiate things. They're just not there yet in terms of itemization either. So really it's buying time. I mean, look at this.
This is odd to say because Sanji actually dealt more damage compared to Few, but Few is in a more comfortable spot. Check this out. AP Bren is just willing to play around outside Echo's base. They're willing to move around and keep Echo hostage. And just like that, no more outer turrets. The inhibitor left for Echo. Something to note, gentlemen, we haven't really seen Flap interact much with Echo.
Yeah, Sanford goes in with the Electro final blow. Bit of a stun there coming out there from Ogwen. AP Bren, as always, calculated, cold-blooded is their approach to the game. And Echo have been frozen off of the map.
Okay, as we take a look at this, you can already see the leads on the lanes coming together. And it looks like almost a Holy Crystal being put together for Few here if he's going that route. But again, for Echo, what do you do here, Leo? How do you buy? Do you just buy enough time and have enough defensive items to withstand what's going on here?
Yep. Logic states you just do your best to protect yourself at all times. Oh no, they're gonna let it happen.
Committed the shortcut. The members of Echo back off just a little bit. And AP Bren are just watching.
Just a little bit.
Oh yeah. Wait, I forgot.
Okay. All right, they're fine. That was good. That was a good disengage. I'll say, on a scale of 1 to 10, if we're scoring dismounts, like it's a gymnastics competition, I give that a solid 8 out of 10.
Yeah. Carl still gets his purple buff, so that's something. And Flapteasy gets spotted out there by Sanji, so...
But does that not speak about the situation Echo is in? If we're talking about these little objectives and just them staying alive it just means they really are up against the corner. They're down 7K,
Oh,
for Pete's sakes. Did they steal it?
Stolen.
Oh,
Yeah.
Grand Theft Orange as he walks away. That's 2 stars plus respect.
Yep, the drive by on his way to 3 stars. So right now we're 30 seconds, nearly 30 seconds away from that Lord here. And I don't know, man. I'm not convinced that Echo would actually want to be in that zone and fight it, even though, you know, you're going to see them get in position, at least get some vision on what's going on here.
Okay.
Conceal going to be used, though.
Conceal by Echo to try and get away as it's a conceal forward coming in from AP Bren. Full on fight, bring out. Here comes the shortcut. The Super Marcooo Haritttt is here, and the members of Echo are falling apart, but they're holding on. But JP cannot as he falls down. But Haritttt gets punished. No jungler for AP Bren. But Echo, can they actually make something out of this? They are still at a deficit.
Okay, that was but an inch moved from the corner that they were in. Again, it's a small win. You trade JP for Haritttt. Not exactly a shutdown you're looking at when you take down that Vaksha, but wait, oh no!
Oh my goodness, the damage of this Haritttt. Damn, that hurts. The Varus is forced back. Echo will provide the info, but the info is clear. Super Marcooo friggin' hurts.
Abort, abort!
Super Marcooo, again, on this Haritttt pick, holding them back from even getting close to the Lord here. Very tough for Echo to deal with. They're most likely just going to have to give this one up and find themselves on the defense again as AP Bren will approach into their base. So we'll see how they play around it. And really, you know, you have to be able to see, has it been enough time for Benny Cutie to be where he needs to be on the Nathan pick? Can Sanji continue to poke them down, hopefully before the fight breaks out? Because so far it's been struggle. It's been a struggle.
It's a strug, as Reptile would say. I'll tell you now,
strug.
a definitive answer, no. It's not enough time to put money on Benny, EXP on Benny, for him to be able to clap back. And I think the plan still for Echo is, with the second Lord, the Luminous Lord this time around, play defensively. Stay inside your base. You have a decent high ground defense, and make sure that Ogwin's advantage is muted. The fact that he can call in the rest of AP Bren in a situation like this isn't as strong anymore because
They're already in the base.
Exactly. You're defending from waves that are already within vision. So stay there. Keep that advantage as muted as possible.
Big knockup by Few onto Haritttt and JP. And Echo will try to hold, but AP Bren continue their systematic destruction of the Orcas. The bus, the Echo Express, slowly losing gas, bang. AP Bren can just continue this trend of domination in this game.
Yeah, again, it looks like, as you said, it's systematic. AP Bren gets that top turret, second Lord of the game. They're going to go back to just doing what they do. Grabbing resources and everything else from Echo, leaving them very little here to work with, maintaining that lead they have, and it could end up just coming down to, again, AP Bren expect them to possibly try to make a play. If they can't, it's rinse and repeat. Grab the Lord, get the next couple turrets, because really when you look at the lineup here, they don't, when they approach the base of Echo, it's not like, again, having the R-Lot. They can't just completely force and engage if they don't want to.
What?
But they jump here in the mid lane.
Haritttt forces the Detonus welcome to get away defensively. A little bit of a scrap, but both teams disengage. AP Bren still respecting the wave clear of Echo. Let's see though, let's see. Haritttt trying to find an angle. March down the mid. They're about to take it down. Ogwin takes a lot of damage. JP going forward, almost taking down Super Marcooo, but Super Marcooo. Haritttt with a block onto JP. He could have gotten the flicker final slash, but Haritttt blocked by Kyle.
I was waiting for the no, no, no emote.
Yeah, me too. Maybe it's not prepared in his wheel.
Oh,
He's just here to do the job, and the job he did. The duty to protect his core. Amazing work.
Oh, man, we're going to take a look at that replay. Hopefully we get exactly that here.
Here we
Let's
go.
see it.
The fight actually lasted quite a while. Thought it was a full-on collapse. Thought they were going to go through, but wait, checks out.
Here
Super
it is.
Marcooo very low already. JP spots him, and nope. Here we go one more time. Oh. Okay, here's the thing. Was that not just the range on the engage? Because he was going to flicker into the bush anyways.
Yeah, and at the same time, I think JP was trying to see if he could flicker past Haritttt because he already had the info that Kyle was right in front of him. But no, not gonna be it. AP Bren gets the Lord without a problem. Surprisingly, lads, it's the third Lord of the game. Echo are still holding on. There's already a Divine Glaive with this, Nathan.
Yep, it's the same kind of Lord, and both of our gold laners have a very similar build, right? And they're both already there. It's the situation around them. It's the frontliners, the peelers, and the CC that's provided that'll make the difference. But this time around, it's so much more difficult for Echo because they have to deal with waves and they have to deal with this big Lord.
Oh, here they go.
Will this be it? Ogwin instantly going forward, actually. Can Echo hold on here and defend? They have the damage that they need for their Nathan.
Oh.
Big Astral Echo from Sanji. The damage coming out from Echo. Able to hold on. AP Bren can't find the opening just yet to get this game number 1 win. The longer this game extends, the more the gold lead no longer matters.
Systematic. Do they still push it in? Looks like they want to at least play up front.
Oh, Few and Ogwin aggro. Shortcut coming in from Ogwin. That's just to deal a little bit of damage. Final slash onto that chip. JP, almost 50% health. Carl TZ as well. Sanford back into the spawn point. Mengerikannnn going forward with that entropy and the damage. But Flap TZ finds Mengerikannnn. And that's only going to be 3 members of Echo holding on here versus 4 members of AP Bren. Can they end it here? APB, I set on the base. I set on game number 1. But Echo clearing waves. Echo dragging on. But the reigning champions of the world take first game in this best of 3.